Alright guys, now that we got Orgin Bumblebee out the package, he comes with his jetpack, 5 energon rods, and his trusty blaster. Now I just want to show you how everything plugs in on Bumblebee. The jetpack, of course, goes on his back. Looks pretty good. Makes him a little back heavy, so you got to tilt him forward. He can hold his blaster. Now, you have the energon rods, which unfortunately can't go in there because they're too big. If that piece would have came off, oh man, this would have been great. Be able to slide these in his hands. So until then, I really don't know what to do with them. But let's look at Bumblebee's articulation real fast while we got him out. His arms can go up this way. The joints are super tight on mine. They go down, they rotate. It feels like they're on ratchets. He's got more than a 90-degree bend, as you can see. His wrists do, fold down because of transformation. He does have a waist swivel. Sorry about that, my bad. His feet are on rockers, and then because of transformation, you can actually extend them forward, or you can extend them up slightly to make them a little taller. That's up to you. Me personally, I just keep them, in the position that it says do that on the instructions. So I'm just straightening them up right here. So this is Bumblebee. He looks great. The paint on the chest, that's one thing to look out for when you get your figure or when you find it at Target. Check the Autobot symbol. I've seen some today in the footage I showed earlier of me running through Target. There were some that were smudged, and then there were some that were off-centered, and then there were some that was sloppy. So definitely check for a good Autobot symbol on the chest, because you can't have Bumblebee without the Autobot symbol. That's just how he is in a cartoon, and that's how he is in a toy. Unless you want to get one that looks smudged for battle damage or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you can do that on your own. But anyway, let's check out some more stuff with Bumblebee. Alright guys, continuing with the review, I have Orgin Bumblebee in the middle. And to his left, I have Netflix Bumblebee. To his right, I have Titan's Return Bumblebee, and also the Robot Enhanced Design Bumblebee. Just looking at all the bees all together, they all look good. Whoops, didn't mean to bump them. Me personally, I kind of actually like the Orgin Bumblebee the most because he's a little taller, of course. You can make him a little taller with the feet or whatever, but right now he's just set the way he was in package. You can extend his legs and make him taller, of course. But the way he looks, he has that G1 color that we saw on the video screen or our TV during a cartoon. And, I mean, it matches perfectly with the Robot's Enhanced yellow. So that looks really good. And then the blue on the windows just makes it even better to make Bumblebee pop. Yes, Bumblebee does have a little kibble on the back, but it's minimum. As you can see, they all have kibble on the back. But if you look at Bumblebee, he has a jetpack on, so that's why it looks like it's more. Let's take that off so that we can see how much really kibble he has. And as you see, he really doesn't have any. So, just looking at that right there, they compressed the backpack so well that it's not there as much or noticeable. So I definitely like that. That is very good, and I'm happy with Hasbro progressively getting better with their technology and able to compress these things to give us more robot enhanced design look presentation. Alright guys, this is the one right here that came with Orgin Bumblebee. I'm going to put them in front so that we can focus on that. As you can see, it has a lot of panel lining on it and grooves and raised textures on it. I really like this jetpack over the one that we received in the Sentry Drone pack. Because if you look at the two together, it just looks like the Sentry Drone pack is all plain and not very detailed. But when you look at the Orgin Bumblebee version, it's highly detailed and it has a lot of different raised elements on the design of this one. So I like this one better. And with that being said, let's try to see if we can fit it on Siege Prime. Here we go. I have Siege Prime, and I cannot fit it up there because there's no way to fit it in the back because it's not centered. So we'll take him out the way. And here we go. We'll plug it up to Optimus Prime. And yeah, it fits really well. It's tight. And well, let me straighten it up. Sorry, guys. All right, let's straighten it up. All right, here we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like the black one versus the gray one on them. It looks good, and it has, like I said, more detail on it. So I really like design on this one versus the other one. So this is just Earthrise Prime or Kingdom Prime, able to fit the Orgin Bumblebee backpack up there. Say cheese. Group picture. Orgin Bumblebee with the whole Netflix cast from the Transformers Netflix show that I have. Looks great. Will fit in anybody's collection. And now that we got all the comparisons out the way, let's get to transformation. So here we have Bumblebee, the Orgin Bumblebee, and all his accessories except for the blast effect. This is a wonderful figure. I hope they continue with these designs with Jazz and Wheeljack. That would be incredible if they give us that, which would complete our Cybertronian G1 characters from the beginning scene of the Transformer cartoon series. That would be so awesome if they did that. Fingers crossed. Here's a new feature that I just found out with playing with toys. Optimus Prime from Earthrise and Kingdom can hold the Energon rods. Unfortunately, the one from Siege cannot because his fists are closed and there are no pins to hinge out the hands. So right here, you can set up many different displays with Bumblebee and Prime trying to battle their way and secure Energon to fuel the Ark for its journey to leave Cybertron. Bumblebee's transformation is not too bad, but now that a gun out of his hand, let's go ahead and get started. First, you want to go ahead and take the backpack, the front of the hood of the car, fold it up. Then you want to pop the chest right here. I don't have fingernails, so it's a little tight. Oh, I feel like I'm about to break it. There we go. Pop it all the way up. I'll rotate the head because I don't like seeing robot face at the bottom all the way up. Now you're going to take the hands, you're going to fold those in like that. You're going to bring the arms in, all the way in, like that. Well, first we got to rotate the waist. Okay, now the waist is rotated, the hands come all the way in, they snap together. Give them a little tight squeeze. Now the legs, that's the hardest part. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend the feet all the way down, pull them down and out like that. What we're going to do is rotate this down, rotate this like this. I have not snapped it in, but I'm just showing you what we're going to be doing. All right, so what you do is you open this piece up, compress this one down, and snap in. There's a peg right there. There's a peg right here. There we go, that's 1/2 done. And then let's get to the other side. Bring this back out. Bring the feet up and over. All right, so we have that together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over. There we go. Now we're going to bring the legs. Oops. It goes in like this. Forgot what way to go at first. Bring them in. There we go, that snaps in. Same thing with this leg. Bring this in. Snap, snap. All right, now you bring the hood down. Bring the legs all the way in. You'll hear a little click. That's when you know you got them in. You hear another click, and then everything should click into place. And make sure this is tight because this piece can come loose right here if you don't have it pushed all the way in. And here we go. We have Bumblebee in his, oh, that came loose. All right, you gotta fiddle with it to keep everything compressed and tight. All right. Now you have Bumblebee in his spaceship flying saucer mode. You can still, you know, if you want to put the gun in for weapon storage like that. So it looks great. Bumblebee's in his vehicle mode. And now I'm gonna bring out Mirage just so you can see, you know, the size comparison with another deluxe size figure. And here's Optimus. Move Bumblebee over. So there you go. You got Optimus and Mirage leading the charge for the Autobots, racing for Cybertron to save it. Here's the front view. And like I said, Optimus is a Voyager. And just so you can see it without this, there's his gun out the way. This figure is a really good figure. It did cost me $22.99 and it is a Target exclusive. This figure is very impressive. There's not much robot kibble, as you can see with me turning the head. You don't have Bumblebee peeking at you. It compresses very nicely. You can use him on display stands. I just don't have one on me right now, but Bumblebee is a really good figure. It has great engineering and it's a very solid figure. All the joints on the limbs of my Bumblebee and transformation were very tight. As you saw in the chest, I did have a little trouble trying to pop it open. But overall, this is a really great figure. And I know I give 10 out of 10 on the last figure, which was the Transmute, but this by far tops that. And this is a 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and more videos to come. Thank you.